Walking down these empty streets, echoes of the past I meet. Lost and wandering for so long, searching for where I belong. Sunrise breaking through the night, guiding me back to the light. Every step feels like a prayer, promises hang in the air. Come back home, heal your heart, where the love never parts. Come back home, find your peace. In this place, your pain will cease. Memories of laughter and tears, answers to my deepest fears. In these walls I find my truth, washing away the years. Oh, the road was long and rough, but my spirit's had enough. Here in the sanctuary, healing feels extraordinary. Come back home, heal your heart, where the love never parts. Come back home, find your peace. In this place, your pain will cease.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Dear Brother Podcast. Good morning, everybody. Let me see. Y'all jumping in the chat already. Man, Monday morning. It's good to see y'all this morning. Let me see. Let me make sure, number one, that y'all can hear this fellow. Y'all can hear me very good. Good morning. Let me see who's in the building. Y'all was ready? Y'all was ready already? I wasn't ready this morning. I was so tired, and I woke up like 2:30. Good morning, Jess Clark. Good morning, Ron McGee. Good morning, Xavier. Y'all in the building, man. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Talk to me. Before we start the show, sometimes we go right into the show. Forget the show right now. How y'all doing? Xavier, how you doing, my brother? Ron McGee, how y'all doing? How was your weekend? Jess Clark, how was your weekend? Let me know. Hit that like button on YouTube. Y'all let everybody know we got a dope show going on. How was your weekend? Talk to me. What did you do? What did you accomplish? What made you proud of you this weekend? Talk to me. Let's talk a little bit before we get in the show. I'm not bound to a half-hour show today. So 3 days out the week, we can go to do what we want to do. Today, I want to talk about change makers. I want to talk about the pillars of a change maker. I told you guys last week that I am turning over a new leaf on our podcast. If hurt people, then heal people, heal people, heal people. And if we're going to be in here healing, that means that we have a responsibility to heal somebody else. I'm pushing this thing further. I've been praying a lot, talking to people a lot, really assessing what's going on. And we're pushing this podcast to another level. We're pushing it into the hearts of people to show people how to be change makers and stop looking for heroes to be change makers. We're pushing this thing along. Let me see Ron McGee. Good morning, my brother. Let me see. Life ain't bad. This weekend was never. Oh, man, come on. Y'all know that. The weekend is never long enough. Good, but it was productive. See, I feel the same way. I always feel like there needs to be. Some people say we need a day between Sunday and Monday. Just give me like an extra 6 to 8 hours. And I'll be all right. Yes, but I'm glad it was productive, Ron. But you're right. The weekends are never long enough. Let me see. Xavier, my guy. I'm good, man. The relationship Friday had me feeling good. Oh, man, come on, bro. My man, that's pretty fly, bro. That's pretty fly, man. Thank you, brother. I'm glad the show is effective. And this is what I'm saying, Zay. Guys like you, man. Guys like Ron. Sisters like Jess Clark, man. I see Kamara Presley in the building. You see what I'm saying is Um, the fact that this thing is changing lives is what it's all about. It's nothing. It's about likes and shares and all that kind of stuff. It's about changing people's lives, and that's why I'm doing this podcast, to change people's lives, to make them see themselves as they are. Man, Zay, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you that you pushing forward. I'm proud of you that you learned something, man, and thank you for being a part of this community. You matter here, bro. You matter here. How's everybody else doing? Let me see. Jess Clark, good morning, my sister. I've been working all weekend. Jess said, look, y'all, I was just grinding, man. Wasn't nothing special, But you had the strength to grind, Jess. You had the strength to get your job going. You made yourself some money. Hey, very good, my sister. I'm very proud of you. Very, very, very proud of you this morning, sister. Very proud of you. How was my weekend? Let me see how my weekend was. How was my weekend? Friday night, I saw Mike Tyson. But thank God I'm a boxing fan. I enjoyed the other fights on the card. But Friday night, I laid back with my old lady. We watched Mike Tyson. Saturday, I was teaching all day. Was I teaching all day Saturday? Saturday, I think I was teaching. Yes, Saturday I was teaching all day. And then yesterday I was at an author's cafe presenting the men's book, man. So it was very, very good. It was very good. Let me see. All right, y'all. I want to talk about being change agents. I want to talk about the pillars of being a change maker. Let me ask y'all, put it in the chat. Do any of y'all want to be change makers in your life? I'm just an honest question. Any of y'all want to be a change maker and really, really what that means? Do you want to be a change maker? Reason why I'm asking you this and the reason I'm pressing toward this is because, listen, we can't sit back and complain about the things in the world when we have the power to change them. We can't sit back and worry about the thing or complain about the things in the world when we have the power to change them, right? So how many of you want to do this? And I think the thing that really presses me forward, y'all, is that David, man, I've mentioned this to y'all before, but that scripture when David says, I will not die until I've served my generation, right? That means he really grabbed the purpose of his life by the throat. He really did. He really did. He grabbed it by the throat and he wanted to do something before he left here, right? Like I always say, when you die, they're going to have your little obituary and they're going to say what school you went to and all these sort of things. Listen, I don't care about any of that. I want somebody to be able to say that he made an imprint on society before he left this earth. That's really my goal. I'm serious, y'all. Who gives a damn about what degree I had? Who cares? Real talk. I got it. Thank God for it. But what did you do with it? You see, that's going to be the question that everybody has to answer, right? That's the question everybody has to answer. I feel spirit led this morning. That's the question everybody has to answer. So what? You got your degree. What did you do with it? What did you do with it? Right? So what? You took a great job. What did you do with it? So what? You discovered your gift. What did you do with it? And I want to let you know this, guys. Y'all know I'm a spiritual man. My thing is at the end of your life, you will be asked that question, right? What did you do with the gift I gave you? Come on. Y'all got to really dig into this now. Really dig into this and really grab a hold of it. What did I do? That's the question that God asked, that Jesus asked the guys in the scripture. He said, I gave you this gift. What did you do with what I gave you? That's going to be the question, y'all, right? At the end of your life, what did you do with what I gave you? How did you develop yourself? What did you do with your gifting? That's going to be the question. See, you know what? We talk about heaven and hell and all that. I'm not getting into heaven and hell. I'm talking about the fact that you are here. You are born with a reason, my brother. You are born with a purpose. You are born with a definite purpose. You are born to solve a problem in this world that nobody else can solve. And the question at the end of your life will be, what did you do with what I gave you? That will be the question. End of the day, what did you do? Did you sit on it? Were you scared to walk into it? Were you pursuing women? Were you pursuing money? Were you pursuing things that come and go? Or were you invested in who you are as a man? That's the question that's going to be asked, y'all. And I'm telling you right now, you got to grab a hold of it. You got to grab a hold of this. I don't care what else you understand in this world. You got to understand who you are and what you were born for. And you weren't born just to punch the clock for somebody. Do you realize that they are lucky to have your purpose in that building? That job is lucky to have you there. That's how you got to start seeing it. What are you doing while you're there? You're the gift. Come on. You're the gift. Wake up with this morning on a Monday morning. Know that before you start this week. Know that on a Monday morning before you get your week rolling. Know that you are the gift. You are. You're it. Tag you're it this morning. You're the gift. So your job, you're getting dressed to go to that job this morning. You're the gift on that job. I know you're tired and you don't feel like going in there, but come on, change your perspective. Change your perspective, y'all. Change your perspective. What's your perspective? Your perspective, I'm tired of these people. Let Big Brother change your perspective this morning. You're the gift. You're the gift. Somebody depressed on your job needs you this morning. Somebody hurting on your job needs you this morning. Somebody needs your testimony. Somebody needs your story. You're valuable. You're valuable there. You're not just there to get a check. You're assigned there. You're a purpose person. You were born with purpose. You know, your job title is just the title they gave you. They're blessed to have you in the building. Come on. They're blessed to have you in the building. What you going to bring to work today? What you going to bring to work today? You're going to bring a word of encouragement. You're going to tell somebody they can make it. You're going to help your brother or sister on your job who feels like they want to leave the earth. Come on. That's what you're there for. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. That's what you're there for. You're there to say something. You're not there just to get your coffee and your donut. You're there to crack a joke with somebody that will lift their spirit. That's the stuff you're made of, ladies and gentlemen. That's the stuff you're made of. You're a change maker. And that's why I'm going to go into what the pillars of a change maker are. And then I'm also going to turn this into a 5-week series. I'll be teaching this over 5 times. Today, I'm going to go over every single part. And then tomorrow, going forward this week, by Friday, we'll be finished. But I'll go through each one. It's 5. 1 is vision, empathy, courage, resilience, and collaboration. Let me say them again. The pillars of a change maker: vision, empathy, courage, resilience, collaboration. And then I'll go through them all today, and then every day I'll teach each one, all right? But we got to get some vision. What's your vision for your life? Your vision for your life can't be survival. You weren't made to survive. You were made to touch the world around you. Let me see. Oh, man, y'all been talking. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jess, you've been grinding all week. Ron said, let me get $1. I love it. Let me see. Camara, let me see. My oldest, which you know, had a baby. So that's a 12th grand. Oh, are you kidding me? Congratulations, Camara, your 12th grandchild. Goodness gracious. How blessed is that? How blessed is that? That is wonderful. God bless you, sister. That's wonderful. That is so great. 12th grandchild. You're blessed. You're blessed, and you're youthful, and you got energy, and you got everything you need to enjoy that. That's a big blessing. Congratulations, my sister. So very proud of you. And tell your daughter, God bless her. I'm glad she's healthy. That's beautiful. The women fight before the main event. Yes, that was a good fight. Yes, that was a great fight. It was a robbery. It was a great fight. Let me see. Between 6:50 a.m. and 8 p.m., my day is about evoking change in young adults. Yes, I'm passionate about that. Yes, you get all day to do that. You get all day to do that. You're welcome, my sister. You're quite welcome. All right, let's jump into it, y'all. We're about 15 minutes in. Let's jump into it. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. That lets YouTube know that we have a great show. If you believe we have a great show, then you hit that like button and you let YouTube know that, and they'll send other people our way. All right, let's get into it. The 5 pillars of a change maker. Number 1, we just mentioned it. You need vision. You need vision. And let me throw this out there for you all right now. As I teach, you can go into the comments. You can talk. What is the vision for your life? If you think you have a hold of it, what's the vision for your life right now? What's the vision for your life? What's the vision for your life? Who are What are you changing? What are you using your gifts? What's the vision for your life right now? And listen, when I ask you this question, when somebody else asks you this question, they may be saying, okay, your financial future, and you're going to have this much in the bank, and you're going to have this many stocks. And I'm not talking about that, right? Thank God for that group that talks about that. That's a good group. But I'm talking about deeper than that. I'm talking about vision for what you will do. What impact will you make on this earth? Vision can't just be about what you possess. Real vision is what you're looking to accomplish, not looking to possess. Y'all hear me? Vision is about what you're looking to accomplish, not what you're looking to possess. Possessions come, possessions go. You will have something today, you may not have it tomorrow. Remember, vision is about what you're looking to do, not what you're looking to have. Your vision can't be stuck in, I'm trying to get this kind of car. Cars break down, houses burn down. Vision is the throttle for the future, right? And vision is what carries you when things aren't going right. Vision is another world. Vision is another world. Vision sits right here in your imagination. Two words make up imagination. Image nation. Vision has to sit here. So when all hell is breaking loose around you, you got something right here that pushes you forward. When I was homeless in that car, I had to have vision. Otherwise, I would have died right there. You understand? Vision is what pushes you forward. What do you see? What do you see for your life? What do you see yourself doing? Who do you see yourself helping to change? These are the questions you have to ask yourself on a daily basis so you don't get stuck in the system of society that says go to work, come home, wait every 2 weeks for your check, pay all the bills, figure out how you're going to survive. No. There's more to life than that. When you die, all that stuff, it won't matter. It will go to somebody or the government will take it back. What nobody can take back is the impact upon this earth you made. That's what you want as a man. You want to make impact. You want to make strong, powerful impact that somebody can say that wouldn't have happened if they weren't born. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to change agents. You hear what I'm saying? I'm lifting your heart right now. I'm lifting your spirit. And I'm going to throw this in, y'all. I'm going to throw this in. I'm surprised. I'm going to throw this in surprise. I've been thinking, okay? I've been thinking about launching another church. I think it's time for me to come back. I'm just going, y'all pray about that. Y'all pray for me and y'all think about it. But I'm thinking about launching another church called The Commission, for dreamers, for visionaries, for people that want to change society and not just sit around. Y'all pray for me. It's just been on my mind. But vision, you have a clear idea, right? And also notice vision is shaped by what you suffer. Vision is shaped by what you suffer. Let me show it to you, because you can have something on your mind that you want to accomplish. You can have something in your head that you want to do, right? But it's shaped by what you go through. Like, for example, I have a voice for a lot of people, right? But what I suffered as a man, not just as a servant of God, but what I suffered as a man, it began to shape my voice for men. You understand what I'm saying? Even on here, on this podcast, my voice is for men, but now I'm learning not only is it for men, it's for particular kind of men, change makers. So see, even I went through a transition on this podcast in front of you, right? I have this big, what they call a niche. Your niche is who you talk to. I'm talking to men. But then I start saying, who am I? Of what men am I talking about? Let me see who I can turn into change makers, right? Because one of the things that burden me is people waiting for a hero and not seeing it inside of themselves. So what are you saying to us, Christian? Your vision has a lot to do with what you can't stand to see in society. Your vision, if you're trying to figure out what is my vision, what is it? Your vision has much to do with the things you can't stand to see happen in society, right? So on in the chat, drop it in the chat. That's some of y'all. What do you think your vision for life is? Because I'm gonna do some of that too. I'm gonna do some vision shaping right with you, right on this podcast. This ain't no normal podcast, y'all. This is a place where we develop men and we develop our sisters right here on the Dear Brother podcast. We develop, right? So drop it in the chat. What do you think some of your vision for life is? Right? What do you want the earth to know before? Ooh, what do you want the earth to feel and know before you go? What do you, that's the, my God. What do you want the earth to feel and know before you go? Let's talk. What do you want? What do you want the earth to know? What do you want? You know, one of my favorite people was Dr. Miles Monroe, brilliant visionary thinker. And I remember laying on the couch and seeing the newscast come, and the news broadcast came and said that he had died, right, in a plane crash. I'm laying on the couch and I'm telling you, I went into like a sadness, almost a depression for 2 straight days when I heard that Dr. Miles Monroe died. I didn't know the man. I never shook his hand. I never met him, but I experienced who he is. I experienced the relevance and what he was doing, birthing purpose in people. And when he died, you can almost feel, that something left the earth, that the earth was absent of something when that man died because of his impact while he was here. What I want for me and what I want for you, my brothers, is I want to help you develop a life where when you leave this earth, the whole earth shifts knowing something left, something's gone, something's missing. You don't want to just die and be and you're just another one that just went in the ground. No, no, no. You want to die empty of your vision. You want to die empty because you gave away every great portion of yourself to make somebody else's life better. And you want to leave this earth and somebody say, damn, something changed. That's a change maker. And it starts with having vision. And vision don't have nothing to do with the money in your pocket, right? Vision has nothing to do with how much you make. Vision has something to do with what's deep in your heart that you can't see yourself living without accomplishing. Let me see who's in the chat. Absolutely. All right. Ron just said she got you on that dollar, bro. She gonna hook you up with that dollar. Kamara, yes, Miles Monroe was great, intelligent. Yes. Still listen to him. And see, you see, Kamara, you see what you just said? You still listen to him. Why? Because he left something in this earth, not just his books. He left a push and a pull in this earth to be better than you are, right? Gone, but never forgotten. And see, we could look at Miles that way, but then what about us? What about us? Right? So throw it in the chat, y'all. What's your vision for your life? Just throw it in there and we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. But number one, the first pillar of being a change maker is you must have vision. Right? What's the impact you want to leave? Number two, empathy. And this is one thing, y'all, I see that's missing big time. Empathy is missing big time, right? Everybody's in their own little universe where they can just say and do anything to anybody. I'm telling you right now, empathy, understanding is what allows you to connect to somebody else's pain, right? See the world we live in now? Everybody has chosen their corner. That's why there's no unity. And that's why, to be honest with you, because this is just facts, when it comes down to it, y'all know like I know, every great legend that went to change the world wind up being killed or hurt somehow. Why? Because this earth wasn't built on unity. You know why? Because nobody has empathy. Now, y'all, now I know, I see, and I know if I go into this, all y'all gonna leave. Right? Nobody has empathy. Nobody wants to see it from the other person's side. Nobody. Because we believe that our pain is the only pain. We believe that our point is the only point. If you're going to be a change maker in society, You have to be willing to dive into somebody else's life and feel where they're coming from. Where is your compassion for someone else's situation? This is what you need as a change maker, right? This is what you need. You can be, listen, you can be a religious leader and not be a change maker. You can be a political leader and not be a change maker. You can be a teacher and not a change. You can be a whole lot of stuff and not be a change maker. And that's what bothers me in society now. We have a whole lot of people sitting in a whole lot of seats as teachers, accountants, lawyers, whatever. There's a lot of people that hold those seats just to say they have them, but there's no change maker inside of them, right? This is what I'm looking for. And then a lot of people just don't know. You don't know you can be a change maker because nobody ever told you you could. I'm telling you, brother is telling you, you are the change maker. Stop looking for a hero, right? Your pastor is not your hero. Your imam at the masjid is not your hero, right? Your rabbi is not your hero. You're the hero, and the leader's job, whether they're a spiritual leader, inspirational speaker, their job in your life is to stir up the gift within you to show you how you can change society. But you need empathy. Who do you care about? What do you care about? What would you die for? That's a heavy question, because there was a day where people would die for something. I don't know if we have anybody like that anymore. I'm going to raise my hand and say I am, right? There's not many people willing to die for anything anymore. There were legends willing to die for things now. Where are the men willing to die for a cause now? Oh, man. Or maybe we've gotten sucked into the system of what we have, and you know, maybe society has turned us into men that just want to ride on yachts and hold champagne up as if we're rappers. Huh? Where's the true legends now? The true legends who can talk to anybody about anything. The leaders in society. Right? And see, I know some people will say, well, no, Christian, there we got leaders in society. We do. I'm not knocking the leaders of society. I'm not saying that there's no leadership in society. But feel what I'm saying, y'all. There was a day where the whole government would say, hold up, y'all. What are they doing right there? See, that's the days I'm looking for. Again, I'm not knocking the leader. We need leaders in every position. We need leaders who are touching the world with their gifting. But we also need to move in a way where governments stand up and say, wait a minute, they're doing our job. See, this is what I'm talking about. Next level here, y'all. I'm talking next level. Next levels of leadership, where societies and governments and national governments and local governments sit up and say, who are they? Who are those people, and what are they doing? You hear me? Now, there's a scripture I want to explain to y'all right quick. There's a scripture that says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous, right? The wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. And a lot of people believe that means that you can be this poor person, and someday the rich people's money is going to fall on you. No. The scripture that says the wealth of the wicked are laid up for the righteous, what that means is that the world is looking for people that can do things better, or the government is looking for people that can do things better than they can, and they'll give you the money to do it. I'll give you an example. We have NASA in society. And NASA goes to space. Now you see that NASA isn't going to space like they used to. You see you see Elon Musk and all these other people. What did the government do? The government realized that these people can do this better than us, and here's the money to do it. What I yearn for the day that you gifted change makers begin to stand up and begin to do things in society that makes the government say, hey, we've been trying to educate, but not like you. We don't do it like you. So let's take Ron for an example. Ron's an educator. For Ron to start a movement of education, and for Ron to start a movement of re-educating people and lifting it up to another level. What happens is when Ron begins to move like that, the government sits back and says, whoa, he's doing a better job than we can ever do. And then they give him the money to do it. That's what that means. See, when you are a gifted person and you stop running around society looking for survival and you start looking to be a change maker, that's when money starts flowing to you because now you're doing something better than the government can do it. You understand what I'm saying? But you need, understand this. Number one, you need vision. Number two, you need empathy. Empathy connects you to a problem. You won't solve a problem you're not deeply connected to. Let me see who's in the chat. All right. Let me see. Ron McGee, my vision is to give hope to young people that you don't have to negatively be a victim of their circumstances. I just want to help people be good people. Now, Ron, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to even go deeper. Go deeper. I'm going to work with y'all. We're going to work this morning. And my vision is to help, is to give hope to young people that you don't have to be negatively, you don't have to negatively be a victim to your circumstance. Okay. Ron, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to push you. What young people, what specific group of young people are you gifted for? I'm just going to leave that right there. And I want you to respond in the chat. What specific group of people are you, or do you want to really affect? What specific group of young people? See, I'm getting you down to the gravel of vision, right? Because when we want to help people, okay, it's a lot of people to help. We want to help young people. There's a lot of young people to help. But when you want to crunch down vision, you start saying, what exactly do I have for them and who is it for? Now, keep on talking to me, Ron, in this chat, because we're going to work on that thing. Let me see. Jess Clark in the building. My vision is to be the change in the lives of my patients, okay, and family, but not only advocating for them, but educating them on how to advocate. Now you're now you're cooking. You're cooking. So this is the thing. Your vision is to be a change in the lives of your patients, okay, and families, but not only advocating for them, but educate. So that's your vision. See how to really get your vision, you start deducing all the way down. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna point at your last sentence, but educating them on how to advocate for themselves. That is the vision. That's what you got to work on. That's what you got to build. What do I do to get my patients to advocate for themselves? That's how you change their lives. That's all you should be focused on. How do I make them advocates? Because what you're doing as a change maker is you're making them change makers. See, any real change maker makes other change makers. Any real champion produces champions. You understand? Michael Jordan was a very good basketball player, and Phil Jackson said it early in his career. He was a very good basketball player, but guess what? He didn't become a champion until he realized there were other champions on his team. And that's when they were able to win 6 championships. Y'all follow me? When you can make other people see the champion in them, that's when you're a visionary. What are we talking about today for y'all that's just coming in the room? We're talking about the 5 pillars of being a change maker. Okay? And throw it in with right now. If you're coming in the room, you're on YouTube. If you can type, if you're not riding or driving to work right now, we're dealing with what's your vision for life. I'm helping people right now start to develop their vision real time right here on the podcast. Let me see. Oh man, I seen a couple yachts with a couple glasses of Japan. Yeah, Ron, ain't nothing with a yacht and ain't nothing wrong with it. But guess what? Sometimes people's focus have become that, right? Let me see. All right, Ron, you in the building. Let me answer this question. Inner city black teens. Okay. Which ones? See, we're going to go even further. Inner city black teens. Which ones? All right. Let me go back to my notes. Okay. So number 1, the 5 pillars of a change maker. Number 1, you must have vision. Let me go back into vision a little bit, because you know what? Vision also allows you to see beyond circumstance. Vision allows you to see beyond circumstance. When you have vision, you're never stuck where you are in the moment. When you have vision for life, you're never stuck where you are in the moment. As a man, you're never stuck when you have vision. That's why you can't just be a man. You got to be a visionary man. Visionary allows you to see forward. I know stuff is bad right here. What can I do to push forward? You understand what I'm saying? That's the visionary life. It allows you to see beyond. And if you're going to be great in this life, you got to see beyond. Right? When I was on dialysis, I had to see beyond myself sitting there on that machine. Right? There were days where I said, man, you're going to die on this dialysis machine. And then I had to lift my mind. You know what I did? One thing I did during my, I'm crazy. See, I know one day God going to really bless me for this stuff. I had vision for my life on the dialysis machine. Guess what? I was finishing my master's program while I was on dialysis. What am I saying to you? I'm not looking for pats on the back when I say things like that. What I'm telling you is this is the power of vision, right? I would get on dialysis at 6 a.m. in the morning. They would take my arm and put the both needles. One needle would take all the blood out of my body. The other needle would put all the blood back in my body. And I would sit there on dialysis and I would ask the nurse to turn the tape a certain way on my arm where I could sit there and type and do my master's program right there while I was on dialysis. What is that? That's not, you can call me a hero. I'm not a hero. What I am is I had vision. I had vision beyond, I'm not going to die here. I'm not going to see as a man, God, I had to decide I'm not going to die here. So what are you going to do? I'm going to do something while I'm here. I'm going to finish my master's program on dialysis, right? And that's what I did. I graduated. I had dialysis the morning of my graduation. I went to dialysis for 6 a.m. and then I got off that machine and drove to Eastern University and walked down that aisle as a master's student. You understand? Vision. I'm not a hero. Vision. The same way I tell y'all when I wrote Home Where Hurt Men Heal. The book Home Where Hurt Men Heal. Go get the book. It's on Amazon.com right now. When I wrote this book, I wrote it in the car while I was homeless. Why? Vision. Vision. See, vision, allow vision to push you further than where you are. Don't be blinded by your circumstances. Brother, this is just a moment in time. This is just a moment in time. That rough place you're facing right now, bro, it's just a moment in time. The question is, do you have enough vision to see yourself beyond where you are now? You want to be a change maker? See beyond it. You want to be a change maker? See beyond it. Lift your eyes. See beyond it. But it's hard to see if you don't develop a visionary lifestyle. So don't just be a man, be a visionary man. Let me see. No, Ron. No, See, I'm on your back. I'm on your neck, Ron. You said inner city black teens. Are they boys? Are they girls? What's their situation? Are they poor? Come on. Get into it now. Dive all the way in there. All right. Pillars of a change maker. Number 1, vision. Number 2, empathy. You won't ever be able to, when we're dealing with empathy, you won't ever be able to change what you won't get your hands in. All right. You won't be able to change what you won't get your hands in. Okay. I think I told y'all before about when I was in India. And I was with about 6 or 7 leaders from the United States of America. And my friend, Bishop Paul, he came and said, okay, I want to take you guys to the leprosy colony and I want you to preach there. Well, the other people that were with me said, no, they're not going in the leprosy colony to teach anything. They were afraid. Bishop Paul looked at me and I looked at Bishop Paul and I said, where is it? Let's go. I was the only one that walked in that leprosy colony and began to be with those people. Now, am I saying that because I'm brave? No, I'm not saying this because I'm looking for a pat on the back. What I'm saying is, as a change maker, I had to go in there and see. And when I saw little kids with half an arm, and I saw the chief with no arm and one leg, when I saw these people, I had empathy to them and I wanted to do something about it. If you're going to be a change maker, you can't sit from outside of a situation and say, oh, well, I think they should be doing that. If you want to be a change maker, you got to get in the mud. You got to get where it is. You got to feel what people feel. You can't be a change maker from long distance. No, you can't be a change maker from long distance. You got to jump in the fray and feel what people feel. When I was doing ministry with heroin addicts, I went down in the heroin district. I sat on the ground with them. You understand? When I would take some of them to rehab that wanted to go, it was one guy. He was coming down off this heroin. He was out of control. He couldn't control himself. He wanted to get clean. I had to go buy heroin to get him, get him enough in him to get him calm enough to even take him to the rehab. See, what I'm saying is I was in there. I was in there. You got to feel what people feel. It drives you to help them change. All right. So number one, or the pillars of a chain maker, number one, be a visionary, could develop vision. Number two, have empathy. Number three, courage. Courage. What's courage, Christian? Courage is willingness. Willingness to get beyond your fear. Willingness to get beyond people's opinions of you. If you want to be a change maker, you got to get beyond people's feelings. You got to get past your feelings, and you got to get past people's opinions, and you got to get past your opinions. Courage, willingness to stand up and take a risk for the change that you want to see. And I say this again, and particularly I want to speak to some of the religious people out there. Do you know that you can't pray about everything? There's some things that prayer is called prayer in action. You're praying for God to change something that you're supposed to change. And let me say this to some people that say, why does God let bad things happen on the earth? My question is, why do you let bad things happen on the earth? You understand? We can't control whether people live or die. People have a time to live. They have a time to die. But when you see people poor, and you see people homeless, and you see people helpless, and you see people depressed, while you're sitting back praying that they would be blessed, you need to realize that you are the blessing. So can you pray? Yes, but pray and walk your way to the problem, because you're the solver. You're a change maker, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I know somebody would email me and say, oh, he's talking against God in prayer. No, if you think that, you're a religious fool. You're a Pharisee in 2024, because you can't understand that if you can't walk around calling yourselves the body of Christ, the body, the hands, feet, eyes, the body of Christ, and still pray that God do stuff about. If God got to fix it, then why are you his body? Or maybe if God got to fix it, maybe you are not his body. There's no way I got a body right here I'm going to change. See, I got hands. I could pick up this microphone. I could pick up my coffee. That's like me saying I got a body right here that can do everything, but I'm going to ask my old lady to come here and pick it up for me. Are you kidding me? Right? You are the change agent, but you still waiting on a hero. Even Jesus told you to go do it. Right? Remember at the end of Jesus' life when the disciples, when he went up into heavens, he left them. They were standing there gazing, looking, saying, oh my God, where did he go? They was waiting for him to come back. An angel came to them and said, why are you standing here looking around? Go do something with what he taught you for 3.5 years. You understand? You got to have courage to go. Courage to go. Courage to go. Where are you going? What are you doing? Or are you caught up in this system? And if you're caught up in this system, you will not be in front of me, because every morning I get on here to call men out of the system and call you into what you're called to be. Because hurt people, but heal people, heal people. Well, Christian, I don't know what I'm called to do. That's fine. That's why you ride with me until you figure it out. All right, let me check the chat before I go on to number 4. Let me go over 3 again. Vision. In order, the 5 pillars of change, the 5 pillars of a change maker. Number 1, vision. Number 2, empathy. Number 3, courage. Courage when you face opposition. Let me see. Go in the chat. All right. Let me see. All right. Jess Clark. Ron, are these troubled teens? Are they teens that are college bound? Very good. Very good. Yes, that's what yes, see, love you for that, Ron. See how we pushing as men, that's what we need. We need to be pushed and not be offended. Let me say that to some of you guys on here. As a man, be willing to be pushed and not offended. You want to be great? You got to be pushed. Proud of you, Ron, for receiving that push, brother. Let me see. Troubled teens, okay? Teens of single mothers, okay? Teens that are disenfranchised areas, now you're talking. Now, Ron, you see how you went from this to this? That's vision. Don't listen. I want y'all to know this. Don't ever think that when you start deducing down who you want to bless or who you are used to, don't think that you're losing vision. No, you only lose vision when you're trying to do something this big, right? You got to deduce it down. Again, I'm going to give an example. I got on here to start a men's podcast to strengthen men. Then I realized if I'm really going to make change, I got to deduce it down, down, down. So I took it from helping men to creating change-making men. See the big difference there? I can focus. And where did I get that from? I didn't pull that out of air. I spent my life being a change-making, unafraid man who will go anywhere and do anything to help people change. So that's who I'm called to talk to. Who are you most likely called to talk to? The person you are. You don't have to look out for vision. You look within for vision. If you look out, you start seeing, listen, when you start looking around for vision, you start thinking that you're called to solve every problem you see. No, you're called to solve a problem, not every problem. And this is where some visionaries burn themselves out because you begin to think that everything you see, you're called to fix. No, you're called to, how do I know what I'm called to fix? Because it's in here. It's not out there. Again, I can't stand to see people live beneath their potential. I can't stand to see men looking for heroes. I want to show that men that the hero's within you. As a 12, 13-year-old boy, I had to find out the hero was in me. See, you are. You go look for people like you start changing them. Let me see. My vision is to guide, okay, beautiful. My vision is to guide young black men who grew up in sexual perversion. This is brilliant. This is freaking brilliant. My vision is to guide young black men who grew up in sexual perversion, and have been greatly affected by it as they grown into men. I want to show them that they are deserving of, first of all, just like, dude, come on, y'all. Clap it up. My God, that is brilliant. And whatever I can do to help you push that vision forward, that's what you do. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. Now, obviously, the vision in your heart is because you have experienced or gone through. That's where it all comes from, right? You've gone through something. It's a reason why you want to help that particular kind of guy. Why? Because there's compassion in you for it. You see? See, a lot of people, this is where people try to go do vision to make money. Vision ain't about money. Vision is about healing the hurts that you wish somebody had healed in you. Very good, man. Very good. Let me see. Dominique, good morning, my brother. Oh, we going to be great this week, man. You be great this week. We going to be great this week, bro. We are. We're going to touch some lives this week. We're not going to be normal this week. We're not just going to go to work. Come on, listen to me, y'all. Hear me, feel me. We not just going to go to work and come home. No. We going to shake a hand on a bus stop. We going to get somebody a pound on the sub. We going to get somebody to salute, right? See, it don't take much, y'all. Sometimes you see a brother sitting on the bus or the sub, he hurt. You know what I mean? You catch eyes with him. You know what I mean? Give him a pound on the way off the bus. While you walking down the block, man, the homeless dude, man, throw him $1. Hey, bro, hang in there, man. You know, I'm proud of you. See, it doesn't, I see, the world makes it seem like in order to be a change maker, you got to have a LLC and you got to have a nonprofit and you got to have a team and you need a website. No, that's where we've been perverted. That's where we've been perverted and we've lost vision. Why is my camera blurry? That's where we've been perverted and lost vision, thinking it's got to be this and you got to have that. No, listen, in order to be a change maker, this is what I'm teaching this morning, what I'm saying to you. In order to be a change maker, all you need is 5 pillars: vision, empathy, courage, resilience, collaboration. I haven't mentioned money. I haven't mentioned a website. I haven't mentioned a team or none of that. 5 pillars of a change maker. I started this podcast in July. I did my first podcast in July, right? And I was healing men who were healing. But you can't, if you can't just be healed over and over. If you're healed over and over, you'll just go back to hurt to come back to healing, to go back to hurt to come back to healing. The point of healing is to go heal someone else. You understand? right? So that's what you'll be hearing from me on this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, brothers. That's what you'll be hearing from me on this podcast. You'll be hearing from me what we gonna do. What we gonna do, right? Go in the chat, y'all. Let me know and let me know where y'all from. Let me know where you're from, and let me know what changes you're gonna make in your community. Go in the chat on Facebook and YouTube. I got my YouTube right here. The YouTube will pop up if you're on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, please go over to YouTube. Search the Dear Brother Podcast and hit that subscribe button. All right. If you're on Facebook, go over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. All right. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, what are you looking to change? What mark are you looking to leave? You hear me? What mark do you want to leave before you go? That's the question you got to ask yourself, and that's what you got to start pushing forward to. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me see. Dominique, my man. I'm proud of each and every one in this chat. Let's keep striving for greatness, man. Dominique, we with you, brother. I'm with you. We riding with you. And thank you, Dominique. Thank you for being a part of this community, bro. You see how much that means? You know what I mean? That's how much that means. This Dominique jumped on. I'm proud of you, bro. He's saying that. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Dominique. And I'm sure the chat thanks you, bro. Because see, that didn't cost you nothing to say that. But see how impactful that is. My man, Big Purnell, man, that's my guy right there. Keep up the great work, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And you keep up the great work. Hey, if anybody's looking for a photographer, man, hit this man, Byron Purnell. You looking for a photographer, hit this man, Byron Purnell, right? Hit him up. Hit him up. He's a brilliant photographer. Family photos, shoots for your children, sports and all that. Hit him up. He's a brilliant photographer. All right, Ron is Philly in the house. Where y'all from? Dominique, where you from? Jess Clark, where you from? Talk to me. Where y'all from? Let me know where y'all from. Because Xavier, where y'all from? Talk to me. Let me see who's in the building. Talk to me. Let me see where y'all from and what you going to do to change your society. Right? Right now, Philly looks like we're losing all the young folks. We're losing them. What are we going to do about it? You see? Retirement is in your vision. Being a change maker is. Retirement is in your vision. Being a change maker is. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dominique. You see what I'm saying? That love back to you, brother. Okay, Dom. Dom's from Brunswick, Georgia. All right. You see what now it's issues in every place. Dominique, what's some of the issues down there in Brunswick, bro? What's some of those issues down in Brunswick that we can be talking about? What's some of the issues down in Brunswick, Georgia? And y'all folks in Philly, what's some of the issues in Philly that we got going on? Tallahassee. All right, Tallahassee's in the building. All right, what's going on in Tallahassee? What's the issues down there? Let's start talking about this stuff, right? Y'all from Philly, y'all wherever you from, what's the issues and what's the issues going on? Let me see. Just said I'm from these evil streets in the suburbs. Hey, guess what, y'all? Don't think ain't nothing going on in the suburbs. See, that's another myth, y'all. We talk about the hood and what's going on in the hood. Let me tell you something. I was a teacher in the at a school in Huntington Valley, right? One of the richest districts you can ever be in, right? I can't tell you how many kids were either cutting or two kids hung themselves in their closets in their room, right? See, the myth is, oh, the hood. No. It's a lot of brokenness in every race. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I talk to everybody, every faith, every religion, right? Because we can talk in church, right? We say everybody's safe, right? But the truth is, look what's happening in churches. We're losing men by the hundreds. Churches are losing men by the hundreds, right? And since the 50s and the 60s, the church had probably lost men by the hundreds of thousands, matter of fact. Right? We lost men. We also have a problem in churches where we have a lot of men who you don't know whether they're men or women. And this is not a knock to homosexuals. I'm just saying that I don't think that a man walking in church should look like the woman walking in church. I don't believe that. I don't. And I don't care who disagrees with that. We can, and I'm not even going to argue with you about it. Right? I think it's a travesty to have a man walking into a church building, switching, holding a pocketbook. I think something's wrong with that. I do. Right? Because what does the little 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 5-year-old do when he looks at men walking in church that's supposed to be his examples and they're walking in switching like his mother does? I think there's an issue with that. And I'm going to call that out, right? I'm going to call it out amongst my Muslim brothers that a lot of the Muslim sons and Muslim boys is out here most violent in these streets. We got to call it out. So we got feminism. We got men who are walking around is with so much feminine in them in churches. We got the spirit of violence and murder on young Muslim boys. Come on. We got the spirit of separation and elitism in our Jewish boys. Oh, y'all want to talk? Let's talk, because I'm never scared. I'm never scared. See, this is what I'm saying. You can't act like we only have issues in certain sections. No. See, that's why white people, my white brothers and sisters, you can't act like the hood issues. You can't act like it's only hood. Oh, why do people in Chicago, the people in Chicago are killing each other? Well, guess what? I don't see black kids or Latino kids shooting up schools. You understand? So we all have issues. We all have issues to solve. That's why we got to be change makers instead of fighting black and white and Muslim and Christian and Jewish and Hindu and da-da-da. And while we're having these imbecile, idiotic fights, we're losing generations of our children. Y'all want to get into it? We get into it. Let me see. Dominique down in Georgia, okay. Killing of young men and racism in South Georgia, okay. So this is the thing, Dom. I'm gonna push the gas pedal on you, bro. Dom, what do you want to do about the violence in Georgia, in South Georgia? Because I'm gonna tell you, anybody who knows me knows that I'll get on a plane tomorrow, come to South Georgia, have breakfast with you, and plot out a plan on how to do it. That's where I'm at. Y'all think this is a podcast? No, this ain't no podcast. This is a damn movement where we're looking to change society. Y'all watch and see. This podcast is just giving me a platform. That's all I needed was a platform. I'm not sitting behind this microphone. No. I'll come to Georgia. What you want to do? What's in your heart to do about it, Dom? What can you do? What can we do? I'm gonna tell you, because I know other people that get right on the plane with me. Ron to get on the plane with me. See, this is the whole thing about this community. Our community is fly. Our community is dope. We're willing to find hurts and heal them. Let me see. Yes, the suburbs need help. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you another thing about the suburbs. A lot of people live in 5-bedroom houses and still go to food banks to get food because all they can afford is the mortgage. You know how much poverty is in the suburbs? Just because you see a lawn full of grass and a nice tree in a mailbox don't mean those folks ain't poor. A whole lot of suffering, right? Whole lot of family abuse. Whole lot of women getting beat up in the suburbs. Let's stop acting like pain is only in certain places. Let me see. Tallahassee in the building. Tallahassee has a lot of crabs in the bucket mentality, The older generation who the torch was passed to are still lost, running in sin, so the youth have no proper guidance. Okay, so in Tallahassee, we need to build a bridge. We need to build a bridge between the old folks and the young folks so we can have some healing. That's one thing I'm doing in 2025. I want to let y'all know right now, 2025 is coming up. I'm doing an intergenerational conference for men, bringing all age groups together so we can mix wisdom and strength for impacting the earth. 2025, y'all look out for it. I'm taking over the month of June. The month of June is going back to the man. It's going to be the month of the man. Y'all follow me. Tallahassee. All right. Okay. So what we going to do in Tallahassee? We got to build a bridge. We got to build a bridge between wisdom and strength. Let me see. Jess Clark in the building. Our children are facing racism, substance abuse, mental health crisis, and the list continues. Now, I'm going to tell you the biggest thing right there, Jess, not to say that racism isn't big, because we know it is, and substance abuse, but that mental illness, mental health crisis, especially amongst our kids, is very, very, very big. And I think we're sleeping on it, right? The schools aren't addressing it. The schools are just offering the parents to give your child a pill to shut them up. That's what the schools are offering. The schools say, come on down here. Let me illegally assess your kid and give your kid a pill so they go to sleep. What are we going to do about it? See, that's the thing. If we can name these problems, the problems y'all are on here naming, you're called to solve them. That's why you see them. You wouldn't even see a problem if you wasn't called to solve it. My God, let's get into it today. Let me see. Not enough outlets other than sports. The universities and college have life, but the city is dead. Yes, you know why? Because that money goes into the universities. It's in our town right now. Our town has Temple University, right? As long as you're right there where Temple University is good, you go 4 blocks to the left or 4 blocks to the right, you could lose your life because all the money now is reset into those universities. That's the whole point. That's what universities is doing, right? They're not going out and buying acres and acres of land no more. They're buying cheap property right in the cities and funneling all the money to the university and forgetting all the kids that's around it. The question is what we going to do about it. I want to hear some vision in the building. I want to hear some vision. I want to hear y'all telling me what you think we can do about it because we're talking about change makers today. All right? That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you guys, Dom, what can we do? What can we do in South Florida? Right? Don't have to be a big giant move. The small moves turn into big moves. That's the question, right? What we going to do in Tallahassee? Just what we going to do in them suburbs? What's on your heart to do? That's the question. Let me see. All right. Ron McGee, it's an epidemic in Philly of violence, especially gun violence. It feels like no love in the city, It also contributes to the Philly girl attitude. Philly women are rough. Yes, exactly. Everybody's in survival mode. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, these young boys that's out here being super gangster, right? These young guys out here being super gangster. You know what's really going on? They're really scared and wish somebody would come to them and tell them to stop. Believe it or not, they wish somebody would come to them and give them hope. Every time I watch a documentary on these guys, every single city, no matter how gangster these dudes is, no matter how many weapons they have, I'm going to tell you, they all say the same thing. If I had another opportunity, I wouldn't be out here. The question is, which one of y'all in this room is going to produce the opportunity? Who in the room is going to produce the opportunity? That's the question that I have. Let me see. Very small-minded. Everyone just comes and goes and gets trapped. The biggest is the spirit of silence. Ooh. The spirit of silence. Just don't say nothing. That's a definite spirit. That's an evil spirit. To just let time and pain and pressure go by on people's lives. That's big. That's big. The spirit of silence. That means we need somebody to speak up about it. We need someone to speak up about it. But I'm going to tell you, let me go back to my notes. Five pillars of a change maker. Vision. What's your vision? Number 2, empathy. What breaks your heart? Number 3, courage. Are you willing to go in the dark to do it? Number 4, resilience. Resilience. Staying persistent and adaptable. Even when you're facing tough stuff while you're trying to get your vision done. Are you adaptable? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Are you adaptable? Resilience. Number 5, I'll give it to you while we're here. Collaboration. Who you going to work with? Networking with people that have the same compassion as you do. That right? For lasting change. Collaboration makes lasting change. Because none of us, I don't care how big and great your vision is, none of us are idle unto themselves. And as men, we got to be humble enough to say, I need you. I need you. Let me see. There's a serious lack of importance of education in Philly. Too many kids trying not to win. They're just trying not to. Too many kids not trying to win. They're just trying not to lose. Where's the option? See, we got to be the option. Dom in the building. Let me see. The tension is still high around the okay. The tension is still high around the Ahmaud Arbery situation. See, now that's something. Now, I'm going to holler at you, Dom. You see how society just moves on? Or this is the power of media. Media moves on. See, they talked about I remember seeing it every day, talking about Ahmaud Arbery. I watched the case. I watched the everything they had on it, and then it goes away. And people don't pay attention. It still has effect on the community. See, this is the question. After the media is gone, what are you going to do in your community? After the media is gone, after they've done their story, right? After somebody gets hurt in the community and the police come and the yellow tape, after they scoop up the body and take it away, who's there in the community to address that issue amongst the people, amongst the mothers, amongst the other young kids that see this in society? See, who's there? You're left. You're there. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I'm going to tell you, whoever is ready to do something about it in your community, I got your back. I got your back. I got your back. And I'm willing to come ride with you and for you. That's big, Dom. Thanks for sharing that, man, because that brings up a great point. And I think that happens everywhere, right? With the school shootings and all this kind of stuff. Media moves on. We go to the next story and we forget that the pain of a situation is still there. And if we don't deal with the pain of that, like Dom said, it comes back. If we don't address the tension, it comes back. Let me see. Social media has made people, these young people, so emotional. They're addicted to excitement. They are. It's two things going on with these kids today. Their addiction to excitement and their fear. Yes. I think social media plays a major role in the rise of mental. Absolutely. Listen. I was my daughter the other day. She had her phone, and my 7-year-old. And I was laying there on the couch watching her be on her phone and just watching her scroll. It broke my heart. It did. And I'm her dad. I'm sitting there right next to her. I could have took the phone and all that. Not that she was looking at anything bad. Just watching my 7-year-old scrolling a phone. It broke my heart. Because it said, my God, we've been taken over. We've been taken over by a tech society. We've been completely taken over by a tech society where our kids, their eyes are glued to that drug called that phone. Let me tell you something. If your kid was going outside, getting something to put in a needle to put in their arm, you would stop them. This the new needle. This the new needle. It's telling them who they are. It's telling them who they're not. It's telling them what they're worth. It's telling them what they're not. It's telling them how to dress. It's telling them when they're too fat, when they're too skinny, when their hair isn't right. This right here is raising our kids, even though we're trying to raise them. They're listening to this more than anything. What we going to do about it? Change makers. Let me see. Xavier in the house. You wouldn't see a problem if you weren't called to solve it. Absolutely. That could be a title of a sermon. Yeah. Zay, listen, if I start the church, you just got to promise you come. That's all. Just promise you'll stop past and help us with the movement. Yeah. You wouldn't see the problem if you weren't called to solve it. See, now I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to pause right here, Zay. Because it's much. I'm going to tell you, I pastored for 27 years. 27 years. And again, I think I needed a break because I started at 14 traveling and speaking to people. But I'm going to tell you, every time, like yesterday, I visited a church. Yesterday, Zay, I was at a church. It was for a baby christening. And my heart was so broke, y'all. The whole service. The baby christening was at the end. And I was sitting in this service, and I was so heartbroken at what I was seeing. I'm serious. It was just like loud and just like, I don't know. It was just like, I guess when I was always in church, it was like you don't see like the broken pieces of it. But then like when you separate yourself and then go back and look, and it's like, see, because I think the same thing Ron thinks. When we talk about young people being addicted to excitement, it's the same thing with like I see in the church. It's like church people are addicted to excitement, but not instruction and not true change. I'm watching these people just jump and run. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but what I'm saying is when you jumping and running and your church is in the middle of like Murderville, like what? You understand? I was so grieved. And I'm going to tell you, the reason why I have been thinking about really planting another church since about 9 months. And the reason why it hit me so hard yesterday, like you got to do it, is because I'm seeing too many churches burying people in tradition, and people are getting sick, and we're not addressing it. They're getting old, they're getting tired, and they're there and they're celebrating anniversaries of just existing. I got to make the comeback. You see what I'm saying? So I agree with you, Zay. You wouldn't see the problem. You just ministered to me, brother. You wouldn't see the problem if you weren't called to solve it. That's a problem to me. It's the biggest problem to me right now, seeing the gamesmanship that's happening in churches. I gotta make a comeback because I can't stand to see it. Let me see. Yes, I agree. Yeah, Ron, bro. Yes, you're on it. Let me see. They really just want some love. Yes, absolutely. They want some love. That's the facts. Address it head on. They are really kids. They are. All this stuff you see is not real, bro. It's not real. Those kids just want somebody to sit down with them, say, hey, man, let me buy you lunch, bro. Let's sit down and talk. They'll tell you their whole story. They'll tell you why they're out there. Let me see. Dom, my man, your book is helping me navigate through my journey, and I'm working on fully healing myself before I can help others, big bro. But I'm pushing through it, bro. All right. First of all, thank you for buying my book, bro. Dom, appreciate you buying my book, man. That's big. I'm humbled by that, man. Thank you so much. But I'm going to say something to you, Dom. I'm going to push you right here. You don't have to wait till you're healed to heal somebody else. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. The fact that you bought the book says that you're serious about changing. So you change, take people with you. Take them with you. Take them through the journey of your change with you. It's nothing better than that. See, society says, in order for me to be a change maker, I gotta be. No, you don't. Change making starts here. If you're a change maker here, you can take people with you where you want to go. So don't think you gotta, have it all together. I can walk through all the scriptures, right? We can even walk through the Quran and find character after character that didn't have it all together, but they was heck of leaders. Society has lied to us and told us you got to be this before you can be a change maker and lead people. No, you don't. You ready right now, Don. You ready right now because your heart is ready, my brother. Give the people what you got. You don't got to give them what you don't got. You can't give them what you don't got, but you can give them what you got. You got a story to tell. You survived some things, bro, and that's enough to lead people. Love you, bro. Keep pushing. Let me see. I got to see that, Ron. I did hear about the social dilemma. We got to check that out. In fact, I got to check that out, and then maybe we talk about it on one of the podcasts. Yes, Ron, absolutely. The new needle, bro, is right here. Everybody high. Everybody high. Everybody high, everybody lying, and everybody fronting. New needle. Yep. Let me see. Divorced dad, I'm taking accountability for my action to be a better man. I didn't know how to be a good husband and a dad. Guess what, Don? Nobody knows how to be a good husband and a dad. When you get married, nobody knows how to be a husband. You learn. I'm divorced too, bro. I'm divorced. And guess what? Every day I think about, what I can do to be a better dad. Bro, that's the journey. That's the process of a man. Don't let your process make you feel like you can't do anything. No, it's a process of a man, bro. I've been through all kinds of stuff, bro. Listen, y'all know how much stuff I suffered like on this computer? I get on this computer and sit right before y'all. You know how much stuff I be going through? Listen, if I was waiting to get healed to start this podcast, it would have never started. You got to give it what you got. Right? And some of y'all saying, look, man, I ain't got much. Guess what? It ain't much, but it's all you got and it works. It ain't much, but it's all you got and it works. Y'all hear me? What you have, you looking at it and saying it's not much. I'm brothers telling you right now, it works. It works. L Boog in the building. What's these hands mean? Tell me what those hands mean. Let me see. That comeback will be dope. I'm making that comeback. No rap. It's decided. I'm just waiting for the Lord to give me strategic moves. The comeback is I'm doing it. It's no rap. I'm relaunching. It's no rap. It's happening. Let me see. Man, I feel that, Dominique. But yes, we are. I love y'all, man. The community is dope. You hear that? You hear that, Dom? You hear that, man? I feel you, Dominique. But yes, we are. Yes, we are ready. Y'all are so fly in this community, man. I just gotta pause and just say, look, I love y'all. I appreciate this. I appreciate having this type of community, y'all. It is very special, man. It is very special. Let me see. So let me go back. Let me go back to these pillars right quick, y'all. In fact, let me go. It's time for Dear Brotherly Advice, everybody. It's time for Dear Brotherly Advice. We spent an hour and 15 minutes together. It's time for Dear Brotherly Advice. Right now, you can throw your throw anything you need advice about in the chat right now. That's how we'll go about the show and before we end. All right, it's Dear Brotherly Advice. This is my opportunity to speak into your life. This is my opportunity to answer some questions. This is your opportunity to get some questions answered. All right. Thank you for trusting me with your issues. Thank you for sharing with me. I don't take that lightly that you guys would share the issues and say the things. You guys are so vulnerable on this channel, and that means a lot to me to have people willing to share and talk, man. I'm always mind blown by that. In fact, me and my lady talk often about just the room and how you guys are just so open to share. But this is Dear Brotherly Advice time. And any questions you have to ask, relationship advice, business advice. Hey, what should I do next? This is what I'm going through. How should I be thinking about this? This is my favorite part of the show. So go on Dear Brotherly Advice right now, y'all. And y'all can put any issues you need in there right now, and I will address them before we end the show. All right. Let me go over these 5 again. The 5 pillars of a change maker. Vision. You must have clear vision. You got to have clear vision. You got to have developed vision. And remember this, the vision is developed over time. Okay, so you don't have to have your vision clear. It's developed over time. You have to have empathy. You have to understand and be able to connect with the things you're trying to change, okay? You can't change things from a 6-foot pole. You got to be in there. You got to be in there. You got to jump in there in order to change it. Number 3, courage. Courage is what? The willingness to take a risk and stand up for what you absolutely believe in, and willing to take what comes with believing in what you believe in. Resilience, staying persistent and adaptable even when your vision is being face down. Collaboration, find people to connect with. The only way we can push something great forward is to get together and do it. One of the greatest risks I ever took, y'all, was writing this book right here. And God, my God, did I get blasted for it. I got blasted for this book right here, right? But guess what? Vision showed me that the church is walking in circles, just like Israel did in the Bible. 40-day journey turned into 400 years, right? 40 days, right? It was supposed to be 40 days. Took me courage to write this book, right? Empathy. Who do I empathize with? All the people in churches that are walking in circles, following men instead of God. It took courage to write this book because everybody talked so bad about me. That was all kinds of stuff. They said all kinds of things about me. They said I never loved God. I hate the church. You wouldn't believe how people hated me for this. You understand? I'm giving y'all this example to show y'all what a change maker is. A change maker is not agreed with by everybody. If you want everybody to be your friend, you'll never be a change maker. If you want everybody to agree with you, you'll never be a change maker, right? Resilience. I had to teach this book whether people liked it or not, because it's the facts. It's available on Amazon right now. You can go get it. 1441, I left church to serve God. Go get it. All right. Let me see who's in the chat. Yes, bug. Let me see. Yeah, Don, we on your side. Don said, I appreciate you all being supportive. Yeah, man, you part of our community, bro. We got your back. We don't care what you've been through, bro. You've been through it. You came out of it because you're an effective man, bro. Stand up, Dom. Let me see. L Bug. Praise hands equal to come. Yes, it's going to happen, sis. I'm telling you, it's no rap. It's happening. I think Lauren is saying the same thing. Yes. Abundant House in the building. God bless you. God bless you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by, Abundant House. Good morning, man. Good morning. I love it. Abundant House come in the room with the praise. There you go. There you go. All right. All right. So y'all jump in, jump in before I go. If you need any advice before I leave, throw in your advice, and I will address it. I will help anybody needs help. Relationship advice, job advice, vision advice, future advice. This is my favorite part of the show. Y'all jump in there and let me know what you need, and we'll end the show with me giving advice to you all. All right? Have a great day. All right. Yeah, y'all. All right, jump into advice. Good morning, Ken Freisen, my guy. Freisen. Hey, Freisen, I'm starting a church, bro, just in case. I'm coming back. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Yeah. We got to do something. Anything you see that's hurting the world, it's your job to do something about it. Don't just sit around, do something about it, y'all. Do something about the things you see. Let me see. All right. All right, let me see. Okay, here we go. I am, Ken. Dead serious. It's going to be like I envisioned before I left Master Builders. It's a discipleship setup. No singing, no music, no band, no nothing. We going back to the days of Westchester. We going back to the days of Westchester. I'm telling you, I see it now. I had to be restored after doing it since 14. I'm coming back as a 45-year-old man. Y'all watch 2025. I'm relaunching. Y'all gonna see I'm relaunching the commission, ladies and gentlemen. A discipleship movement where we raise beasts and put them out in the streets. No band. I'm not against music and none of that. I'm just saying I'm going back to what God called me to when I was 17 in a science center, filling up a room with all kinds of faiths, all kinds of religions, all kinds of everything. Yeah, I'm going back. I'll still be podcasting, but there's too many broken churches out here, man. Too many people getting played for me to stay in the corner. I'm a leader and a lover of people, man, and my heart has been broken. Every time I go visit these churches, I'm seeing, man, people are walking in circles. People walking in circles, and I can't let nobody walk in a circle. No. People need leadership, and I can't stay behind this computer, and I can't stay in the sidelines when I see thousands of people need leadership. Yeah, it's going to be a discipleship base. Ain't nobody going to come to be comfortable. Ain't no altar calls. You're going to learn who you are, and you're going to go touch the world. That's the vision for this thing. Got to do it, man. Ken, I was in church yesterday, bro. It broke my heart, man, what I saw. Broke my heart. People hurting, man. People hurting. And you know what church became? Church became hope dealers. Churches became hope dealers. We just pushing hope, but not changing anything. We pushing hope. Everybody waiting on hope. Hope. I hope Jesus come back. I hope things get better. I hope I get healed. I hope. No, the church has become hope dealers. That's no difference than dope dealers. You keeping people high on hope. You can't keep people high on hope. You got to change society. You got to change their minds. You got to change their minds about who they are. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. That's what I was born for. All right, y'all. Let me see, because I sometimes I miss some advice because y'all on a delay. And I don't want to miss anybody. Takoa, I guess you feel the same way everybody else is feeling. Telling y'all like LL, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, put suckers in fear. That's what it is, y'all. It's a comeback. I've been here for years, man. I ain't never go nowhere. I just had to be restored from all I give out since I was a kid. But I'm a 45-year-old man who got something big in my mind. And I don't want to just be the visionary. I want to turn you into visionaries. Hey, y'all, always remember this. You matter. You matter today. You understand? You matter to me. You matter today. Let me see. I don't want to. God been speaking so clearly to me about discipleship since 2021. That guess what, Co? That's what I'm building this church based on. Discipleship. Discipleship. Building the beast in people. Watching them go change the world around them. Yes, it's time. 3 years you've been thinking about since 2021. Guess what? 3 years. Those three the dimensions mean something. 3 means something. Here we are. 2024 hit my heart. 2025, we doing it. We doing it, y'all. We doing it. Y'all keep up with me. We gonna do it. Y'all gonna see it. The commission. Y'all watch and see. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you matter today, and always remember this. Remember this. If you forget everything else I say today, if you forget everything I say today, just go back and watch the replay. But remember this. Say it with me, y'all. Yesterday is what? History. Tomorrow is a mystery. All we have is what? We got right now. What you gonna do in it? What you gonna do about it? Remember, y'all, no fear, no shame, no compromise. You're blessed. You're amazing. Go be a change maker. Hold on to these 5 pillars of it. You can do anything because God empowered you to do it. Love you guys, and I'm out of here. Peace. Have a great day.